Maybe.
His nickname is Superbad.
Oh, I hope we don't lose everything. I'm gonna feel like a jackass.
What kind of things do they do in an establishment called Still? Pretty sure she gets a lot of comments about how effing hot she is, so she's probably tired of him. But
Well, you kind of had to suspect that that's what was going on anyway.
there's no reason he shouldn't have qualified. I guess he did crash kind of twice.
Throwing
Yes.
that at the wall and seeing if it sticks.
This is the Talkin' Moto podcast. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for listening. Monday night. And where is everybody? Right here, of course. Listen to the Talkin' Moto podcast. Jason, Jeff.
Well, like me and Jason and you? Everybody?
Yeah, that's good enough. That's everybody.
Yeah, unless you're the 98% that listen to this otherwise.
Hey.
Not on Monday night.
Eh,
I suppose Matt's probably listening.
hey.
He's loyal to a point.
That's right. And we appreciate that. But thanks, everyone that's been listening, liking, and sharing. That's awesome. But,
Who's sharing?
well, sharing. You get a few.
Sharon's Karen.
Yeah, you get a few shares, a few likes on the Facebooks, the Twitters.
I don't think Scott got it.
Oh. Sorry, don't make fun of me.
Is the echo back?
I don't hear no echo. Unless you're making fun of me.
Echo.
If you're making fun of me again, yes. Echo.
No. I was just... Holy crap, this laptop's still alive.
Excuse me.
I was whispering.
Johnny 5.
All right. So big thanks again to everyone helping us out.
Disassemble.
No, this is Johnny 5.
You quit trying to talk over us, Scott. We're trying to make it funny.
No.
Damn it.
Do you want me just to quit talking? I can quit talking.
Well, I don't know. What were you going to say?
I was just
haven't
gonna.
decided
It's not near as much fun if we can't talk over you and try to interrupt you.
Oh, all right. Then I'll just go with it. Big thanks to Spring Creek MX Park, Moto Kazi, Derek, the Gibson Art Design, Plainview Power Sports, and SKD. Actually, you know what? I talked to Matt for about 45 minutes this evening. We did a little pre-moto show. Maybe if you
Really?
Well, not really. We were just BSing, but we were talking some T-shirt stuff, and then it turned into talking about dirt bikes. So, but yeah.
Because I think he told me he would never do this show.
Really?
Now, maybe that wasn't him.
Should we call
Maybe
him?
that was somebody else.
We could call him.
I think there's rules against that.
That's fine. But make sure you guys, if you can, it is cool when I do post stuff on Facebook that you like it and share it. So it's kind of neat. You can definitely tell when people are interacting with it as far as the views go. So check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Talkin' Moto, or search Talkin' Moto. Twitter @Talkin' Moto, Instagram @Talkin' Moto Podcast. And always, you can check out the archives, SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube. And you know what? We did have someone use the Amazon banner last week, so sweet deal. MX Tuck. Thank you, sir. Do you want to guess what he bought?
Is that the first?
Oh, boy. You find out what people buy?
Yeah, so you want to, it don't
I'm
matter.
out.
That's
Don't
disturbing.
judge me.
How much of a creeper are you, Scott? My
It
God.
shows up. It shows up.
What did he buy? Let's hear it.
It was like some baby formula.
Does he want us all to know?
I don't think it's a big deal. No, I don't. I think it's great. He's buying it anyway, whatever you're buying. So hell, why not? We get.
So when I buy my sex toys, Scott's going to talk about it on the podcast.
Well, yeah. I don't think maybe.
Well, yeah.
So, but no, it's a cool deal, and if you're buying the stuff anyway, why not help us out? And yeah, so the Amazon banner, it's on the talkinmoto.com website. So check it out, click on it. Like I said, it looks a little different, but it pulls all the info from Amazon. So you might have to fuss with it a little bit because it is a little bit different, but you know, all the stuff you can find on normal Amazon, you can get through that Amazon on Talkin Moto. So yeah, make sure to check it out. Should we start with a rant? I don't know if it's a rant.
I feel there's been too much ranting lately. Let's stop that.
Okay, well, remind me later.
Or we should at least call it something else.
A discussion, an email that was submitted that lost a little fire since it was so long ago since they sent it. I don't know what the heck you would even call that, but let's talk about that later. Remind me about the email later, and we will talk about it then. How's that sound?
Hate mail.
I need a piece of paper to remind me. But I guess as always, Monday's crazy. So I'm feeling a little underprepared for the night show. But that's okay.
Honestly, if you ever told me that you were prepared, I'd probably quit.
I liked your email you sent us today, your document about all the things we were going to talk about.
Was it empty?
It was empty.
Well, I thought
It had
maybe
nothing
I'd
in it.
send it to you guys, and then you could, you know, add what you will on it, and then we'd go from there. But I kind of...
How'd that work for you? I wrote, let's talk about nothing, or we're going to talk about nothing.
Well, we
And
got
then I went
stuff
back
to
to work.
talk about.
That's pretty much what we do anyway.
Yeah, well, we ramble. Nothing wrong with that. Well, okay.
Show about nothing.
The first thing I have on the little trusty list was I feel like I'm a genius. And I could be wrong. You guys can make fun of me or point me in the right direction. But did I not say last week that Savachi was due to have a bad round?
I thought that came from Jeff.
Bullshit.
No, I mean, when I saw it on your sheet earlier today, I thought it came from Jeff. I mean, you're not really the kind to gloat.
I feel like I called that. Like everyone else has had one crappy round so far. Granted, he may have had a little help in having that bad round, but either way, that would be Savachi's oopsie round. But
Well, everybody's entitled to one.
yeah.
And the odds are pretty good that it's going to happen sooner or later.
I feel ashamed to even say this, but for some reason, I thought there was only one more round left after this one. But not the case.
Should probably clarify it that you mean for the West Coast 250 title.
Yes, sorry. I don't know why
Not that out of touch.
I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking that. I'm like, oh, there's one to go. He's, 11 points up? And, like, I'm looking today, and I'm like, shoot. Still 2 to go. Still 2 to go. But, what's your guys' take on Savachi and Craig? I know I had said some stuff previous shows about Craig kind of running a wide bike, and I didn't think anything of it this weekend. Like I had to go back and watch it after I think it was on Racer X, and there was some comments being made, but I don't know.
What are you saying?
I feel
You're
like it was
thinking that he
purely a
ran...
racing incident.
Okay, what were you gonna say, Jeff?
Are you hinting that it was dirty or what?
No. Like honestly,
Of course
when I first saw it, I thought Sabachi just ran into the back of him. But I guess that's how close of attention I was paying to the races on Saturday. But then it did look like he kind of feathered to the left a little bit. But I don't know. I guess I don't know. I said some opinions in previous podcasts that I don't know. I don't think they were bad.
Well, I look at it this way. The guy in front has the right of way. He gets to go wherever the hell he wants to go, and it's his job, or it's the guy behind him's job, to get around.
That is
And I don't even think that comes into play here. I think Christian Craig was riding his line, whether he got a little bit squirrely or whatever, so he ended up moving around a little bit. But you can't blame that on him.
No, like I said, I was just going off of... I didn't think it was as bad as... I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. Like, to me, I didn't see it that bad until I saw the comments and then went back and rewatched it. Of course, I haven't watched it other than the YouTube. That's the only part I've rewatched. Otherwise, I haven't watched the races a second time.
That's about as stupid as the guy that to this day still blames me for dislocating his elbow when he ran into the back of me.
Was that you, Jeff?
Oh, no.
No, that wasn't.
I've
Jeff.
never dislocated anything.
I still hold you responsible for cleaning me out at Elko.
That's never happened.
It did happen. I remember. I got
The only
wrong.
way that would happen is if you had a dirt bike, and that's not true. So
Oh, that's right. I never rode motorcycles ever.
see,
My
Jim
apologies.
Gaffigan totally ruined Colonel Sanders for me. Just throwing that out there.
what?
Jim Gaffigan replaced Norm Macdonald as Colonel Sanders, and he sucks at it.
Why do they keep replacing Colonel Sanders?
I don't know. They must have some very short contracts.
Oh yeah, he just came on.
That's what made me think of it. I just saw it. So, sorry.
We shouldn't talk
They
about...
never even showed him though. They just listened to him.
Yeah, there's another new one where they show him, and it's... I was trying to decide if that was him, and actually got a good look this time, and it's definitely him.
You shouldn't be talking about chicken.
You want some fried chicken, Scott?
Well, I haven't eaten supper yet.
I did.
Damn it.
That'd be pretty good.
It's been a busy day, so yeah, I haven't had time. And by the time I wanted to have time, it was time to start. So no time. So, thanks for listening, everybody.
Time an awful lot.
Huh?
Scott's got to go get himself a bucket.
Yep. Wait for it. What else do you guys think? Anything else jump out at you over the weekend on the races?
I am gonna need a lot of refreshers tonight because
I don't remember the races. I remember Jason came here at one point and watched them, but
I don't either.
I'm not sure.
That's the problem when I don't watch them alone. I tend to not pay attention. Or even if I do pay attention, I don't know. I just don't have the attention span to have conversations with people and pay attention to what I'm supposed to be watching.
Should we have a Supercross party, not this weekend, but next weekend? Get crazy?
Maybe. Why, are you coming here?
Yeah. Well,
Ooh.
right now that's the plan. But um, a few things could play into factor, weather, and if I can get everything ready. So
Weather won't be an issue, dude. It's spring.
I got a garbage truck I got to sticker up. So, but yeah, so we're thinking next weekend I should be up. So I'll have to see when all that plans out, when I can do that part of it. But if I get it done in time, yeah, maybe I'll have to try to swing by.
Might have to make something happen.
What time is it? It's on early, right?
Yeah, it actually would probably be. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be like
Will that be
6 o'clock.
Daytona?
No, it's Atlanta.
So you're talking about this weekend?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right, Jeff. I'm an idiot. Yeah, it'd be 2 weeks.
I think Jason's right. But just,
There's a first time for everything.
Yes, you are right.
What was I gonna say?
So that would be 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it'll be a 6 o'clock deal. Well, let's pick a place and get people together.
Let's do it.
All right, let me back up. Well, let's see. Cooper Webb got stuck in the gate. That's what happened.
How hilarious was that?
Yeah,
Kind of a rookie move.
he was trying.
How do you pay attention to the guys around you? That's just not being focused. The guy next to you.
I think that's the funniest part about it is the guy next to him. I don't know who it was or don't remember who it was. But it's like, really? You let a triple-digit guy throw you off and you got stuck in the gate?
Hey, it happens. He's under a lot of pressure.
I just don't know how the only thing that you're looking at in the world is the gate. And just blocking out the guy next to you.
I feel like I'd actually have to be looking at the guy next to me for him to throw me off. I mean, I pretty much got blinders on. You must have some pretty wide-angle goggles.
I'm getting in some domestic abuse right now, you guys.
Whoa.
Domestic abuse?
Do we need to call the cops?
Someone might have to. But it ain't gonna be me. That needs a ambulance.
Oh, shoot.
Someone forgot to make me a sandwich.
Damn it.
So Webb gets stuck in the gate, makes it up to 6th, and then, I don't know, I was actually thinking of you, Jason, when, we were talking last week or whatever about people moving out of the way. I just thought it was funny that Webb was passing people on the under part of the bridge on the outside. Did you pick up on that or see that?
Yeah.
I was just like, okay. Round he goes.
I think your name came up once at my house too. We were watching and we were saying,
Oh no.
"Oh, this guy's battling. Scott's gonna be pissed."
I like it.
We can't be having that.
Yeah. What is this, racing shit? Stop it.
Pull over and let the guy by. He caught you. I was just watching that Christian Craig thing, and he did pretty much go from right to left. But, like I said, it's his prerogative. You can do anything on the ground, right?
I'm saying, so what? I'd be willing to bet he didn't do it on purpose, because the last thing you want to do in a whoop section is go right to left or left to right, especially when you know you got somebody that close to you, because you have just as good a chance of ending up on the ground as the guy behind you.
It doesn't feel good, I know that, when you decide to turn right in a whoops and get teed up.
I tend to avoid it.
So, yeah. All I really got is Osborne 1. Osborne, Nichols, Dakotas, Aldridge, Cunningham. Boom. 250 heat.
Somebody needs to tell Osborne he's got to do something about his eyebrows.
Hey.
I think he knows. I just think he doesn't want to. It's like his thing.
Do you think he
seems like a
colors
terrible
his
thing.
eyebrows? I think he
Well, how
colors
could they
his
be so
eyebrows.
black?
Exactly. I mean, his hair isn't even anywhere near that dark.
Man, I really must not have been paying attention. Here's my 250 Heat 2 notes. Hold on, kids. Savachi, hole shot. Oldenburg, good start. Craig to second. Amart, fourth. And then I have Savachi wins is fifth. Craig second. Oldenburg, third. Amart, fourth. And Peters, fifth. And that's all I wrote down for Heat 2. Wow. Good time.
More than I wrote down. I didn't know I was supposed to be
So
taking
you
notes.
actually like watch them with a notebook?
I got a pen and paper, and I try to make little notes if something jumps out at me.
I picture Scott on the edge of his seat wearing a hat with a little press tag in it, reading glasses down at the end of his nose, and a pad of paper and a pencil.
Just scribbling away frantically.
What do you guys?
And then he gets done, he can't read his writing.
Are you hacked into my webcam?
Maybe.
Yeah, you know, I try to keep notes. I have the little live stream going, or the timing, so I can, you know, see where the people are that they're not talking about are running. But
Did you tune into Race Day Live at all this week?
this week I'm going to say no, because
They kind of had like a really annoying new graphic. It was kind of annoying in a way, but it was kind of nice in a way too. It showed who was fastest. It was like a scrolling graphic across the top that kept track of who was putting in the lap times, and then I think it had some other crap on the left side. It was.
You know what?
It was a little different.
I must have tuned in a little bit because we were talking about it last week, how they have like the big screen and it was like them talking, and then like the little video in the corner was the track. And I swear this week it was flipped around, you know. Them in the smaller
They
part.
listen to you.
Huh?
They listen to you.
Well, I know. That's right. People should. Sometimes we know what we're talking about. Crickets.
What do you mean
Sometimes.
we? Are we taking credit for like my idea or what?
Sure. Fair enough.
I can't believe my laptop was still alive. I closed it on Friday and I picked it up today and it was still kicking. Pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive. I don't think I could unplug mine for 5 minutes and it would still work.
Here's You want to know what I guess I was in? What I think is impressive is Alessi making it out of the heat race.
Yep.
Freezy.
Jason almost had to quit watching Supercross for the rest of his life.
I was pretty close.
Did you have a? I take it there was a bet involved, huh?
He made a bold statement about where Alessi was going to finish, and the implications of him winning were grand.
Says, if Alessi wins the heat race, I will stop watching Supercross forever.
Wow.
And then he said, actually, I do want him to win because I want to see him cry again.
Something like that.
Oh man. Yeah, I guess I was shocked for him to finish second, and then I guess Freezy getting fourth. I'm not sure what the hell all happened in that heat, but whatever.
I just felt like it had to be a pretty weak field of riders for Leslie to finish second. I realize the guy gets good starts, but usually he falls apart pretty quick.
He should be better at Supercross than he is. I mean, he is way past, I think, what his prime is. What was his prime? Probably 2009, maybe?
Probably.
That's when he was, like, winning outdoors.
Now you're
Isn't that when
talking.
Grant tore him up on the...
You're talking
Suzuki.
Alessi, right?
Yeah.
I
But I
think
mean,
when
after
he was
10
in
years
Farmington,
Yeah, that was his prime.
that
2004.
was his prime.
Believe the hype. Should we bring back the Believe the Hype shirts?
I thought we were doing this.
Where are you getting them from?
last year.
Are you gonna make them?
Yeah, we'll make some.
Scott doesn't get shirts from anywhere.
They gotta have a number on them, don't they? Who are you gonna believe in?
Wouldn't it be like a big Believe the Hype with like an 800 with the bullseye? Wasn't that what? Wasn't the front Believe the Hype and then the back was a bullseye, right? With an arrow? Oh, well
You got me. I don't know.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it
Hey, you know what? We were all believing the hype by the third round when he got, I think it was his third or second round, where he finished third overall at Steel City in his second race in 450s. I don't think everyone was impressed by that, but he was just a little kid too, man. He was a little wiener face.
Say, he did good at Millville, but didn't his bike... Something happened to his bike's second moto, I thought.
He got taken out in one of the races, I think, and then his bike blew up in the next. Yeah. He didn't do well. He rode all right, but didn't finish well, I guess.
I don't remember. He's a very forgettable person for me.
Oh, look at that. Townley's not going to miss any races. You guys know that Townley was racing the GPs this year?
I did read that.
I didn't know that.
Hey, did you know that the GPs start, like, pretty effing soon?
Yeah.
Yeah, in February.
Quick.
Holy shnikes.
So that's like this weekend.
Oh my god. This thing says, Ben Townley will race the opening round of the FIM World Motocross Championship in Qatar later this month. That is sweet. I didn't realize they were coming up that quick.
Are you doing?
Awesome.
Are you buying them to watch them again? Are they doing all that stuff?
I think I will. I don't know if I'll do all of them, but I'm not a big fan. See, I'm stupid, and I'd rather pay $7 a week or whatever than pay like $120 for the year. Get them all. I'll pay $300 and pay for them individually because I'm an idiot.
Well, what's the point in paying for them up front if you don't know you're going to get to watch them all? I mean, if you're not going to be able to watch one the day of, and you can watch it the next day for free, then what's the point?
Well, that's true. I don't know. Can you watch them next day for free? I guess it depends if they're going to be on.
I swear it.
The thing I like about I like watching them online, though. It's so much better because you just get the full race, and I don't know. It's just so much better when you pay for it and not have to watch it on TV where you get an abbreviated first moto and then commercials randomly while the announcers are talking mid-sentence and break away for commercial.
I just like that one guy that does the announcing. Pretty funny.
Yeah, he's pretty decent. Paul Malin.
let's see. But to go back to, you're talking about Freezy and that heat. I mean, he had a lot of guys in there. Where did you go? You know, Dungy got third, Purcell, Roxon. So there's your top 4 with Freezy. But Reed, Seeley, Bogle. You know, some guys in there.
What just happened?
What?
I have the hardest time following along with you sometimes.
Oh, I'm all over the place. It's a hot mess tonight. We have no rhyme or reason. Mainly because if I go off my show notes, we should be pretty much over pretty quick here.
I'm pretty confused by this whole GP thing, going back to that. Why is Stefan Everts the team manager for the Moto World Suzuki team? Did I miss something? I thought Everts was with KTM still.
You are the GP guy.
I know, but I'm not up to speed. I didn't even know they started in like a week and a half. Or there's actually only a week left.
And a half? It's actually like 4 days.
Is it really this weekend? It's almost got to be,
well,
right?
If it's going to be in February, it has to be this weekend.
Hey, maybe February's longer over in Europe.
Well, it's already a day longer than it's supposed to be this year.
I just got my wife to laugh. She has no idea what we're talking about, but she thought that was funny.
To hear a very one-sided conversation.
I forget what it's called, MXGP TV. I'll fill you guys in a second.
That's.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Well, just wait for it. Hold your breath, actually.
No, seriously, I'm about to fall off the couch.
My internet's pretty slow, though. You might
Oh,
have to.
there we go.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of couch and randomness, have the Wild been turning it around?
Yeah.
It seems like all the time on these Facebook feeds I see that they're always winning now.
I think it's pretty obvious that the players no longer wanted to play for Mike Yo.
Okay, so now I'm even more confused, guys. Now the GPs are on Saturdays?
Weren't they always on Saturdays?
No.
Oh.
No, the qualifying races were on Saturdays. The races were on Sundays. Unless it's because of... You know what? I wonder if it's because it says all the times are relative to your computer clock. So Saturday at 7:10 or 8 o'clock is the live MX2 race 1. Or 0800. So that's morning, right? So
yeah.
They must be happening maybe because they're in Qatar. They're actually on Sunday.
It's halfway around the world, but
yeah, I don't know
wouldn't that be backwards?
No,
this is giving me a headache.
It Saturday, February 27th. I don't know if that's just the air date or when it happens. I'm confused. It'd be interesting if they went to Saturdays.
No, that would make sense. It's probably Sunday for them, but Saturday for you.
Well, but the thing is, there's no way.
Then it would be like 8 o'clock at night here, right? On Saturday. If it was Sunday morning there.
What is the time difference between... Oh, my gosh.
Oh, Jesus.
Between here and Equator.
All right.
Or what do they call it? Qatar? Some people call it like Qatar?
I think they call it Cotter.
Qatar?
I prefer Equator.
CST and Equator. It's AR, isn't it?
Yes.
Or guitar?
QATAR.
Oh, yeah. So at, let's see. So at 800 AM, it would be...
That was redundant.
5 p.m. the same day. So, yeah. It's happening on Saturday.
Interesting.
I'll see if I can follow up on that and get some news on what's really going on this year. There's got to be some news with these big changes.
What sounds like a segment. Jeff's.
Unless I'm the GP corner.
Yep.
Except for I'm not very informed, so I'm not much good to you.
Perfect.
Around the World with Jeff Klein.
Yep, you're good to go. You're good.
I know nothing. Let's go back.
Do we want to stick with the GP?
I'll get back to you. I'm going to do a little reading.
All right.
In other words, he's not going to pay attention for a while.
That's okay.
Yeah, you guys can talk shit about me now. I won't even notice.
Yeah, really. I mean, honestly, on the 250 side of things, I guess.
I'm all out of bad things to say.
I really don't have much for 250s, other than now Webb's back up front. That's about it.
What's the difference now? It's like 10 points or 13 points or something?
I thought it was 11. I thought it was 11.
And how many rounds are left for
wait a
them?
minute.
Two.
Webb's up by 11?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Duh.
So he's 11 up on Savachi. And Savachi is, let's see, 5 up on
That's
Craig.
a huge bummer.
So
DeSalle's injured. So that's not good.
who won it last year?
Roman Fevra.
Brett Favre.
What's his radius? Is that the upper? No, it's the lower arm bone.
Yes.
On the thumb side.
Yes.
Is
Right next to the ulna, I believe.
is Hurling's
Yeah.
gonna make it the whole year without crashing or breaking anything?
Well, that's kind of silly.
Okay, can he make?
He could.
Can he get a 200-point lead and still win
And
the
then
title?
crash out?
Yes.
I bet he won't have nearly as big a... I don't think he's going to have nearly as big of an advantage this year. I feel like there's going to be a lot of guys that are probably closer to him in speed. Which should be interesting.
I'm
more interested to see how Caroli and those guys do on the big bikes.
I will try to make an honest effort to keep up on the GPs. Because normally I really don't care. But I will try to listen in.
They're just good racing, man. It's a lot more, seems like it's a lot, I don't know, a lot more guys that can win. A lot more stuff happens, and it's a longer championship. I think it's 17 rounds outdoors.
And it's a long time.
I'm going to be honest.
Doesn't it go to like September?
Yeah, it ends just before the Motocross of Nations.
Right, that's what I thought.
I'm not going to pay a whole lot of attention until it's on TV.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them were on next day on CBS Sports. I don't know if they're going to do that again.
Usually.
I might have to buy that damn video game if they actually release it for...
All this crap is really ruining my weekends.
Why? What happened?
Because there's too much stuff to watch. How's the guy supposed to get anything done?
Yeah. All right. Let's move along, shall we?
What else on your list?
Well,
list maker?
Up next
Moving right along.
I got Joe Perrin and Zach Williams qualifying. So that was pretty cool.
I kind of expected it, I guess.
You know what?
Not gonna lie, I was hoping for a little better performance out of them. because I expected him to qualify.
Right on. So Zach got 29th, and Joe snuck in with the 40th. So yeah, I think this weekend the whole team will be together. So I'm gonna say it wrong. The TemCon, is that correct?
More like 10-com.
10-com.
Yeah, I believe you mixed up your N and M.
Ah, shit. Sorry, guys. Don't hold it against me. But so yeah, it's Joe, Zach, Logan, and Nick Jackson. Those are the four. So Nick and Logan, they're gonna be doing the 250s, and then Zach and Joe 450s. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. But we can get to that in a little bit. But there's a fair amount. Obviously, now that the series is going a little further east, fair amount.
It's going about as far east as it can.
Excuse me. But a few more.
I'm pretty excited to go east and see some of this. See some better dirt.
Well, I just maybe excited there's a few more local guys giving it a go.
I'm excited for a
too.
different 250 series.
Yeah.
So who's racing in the
I've had
East
enough
Coast?
of the Cooper Webb show.
Oh, Jeff.
This is the East Coast preview show.
All right. So now I feel bad because I don't know who's all in and who's all out. But obviously, Jeremy Martin, Plessinger, McElrath. I heard Hampshire is going to be going, but obviously, if you don't remember, he kind of took a little dirt nap halfway through Red Bull Straight Rhythm, so he's kind of been out with that. Justin Hill, super bad, he's still out. Luke Reslin, Rodriguez, Martin Davalos. And then let's not forget.
Who's he riding for? Is he still on? He's on the Husky team, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then keyboard warrior founder Malcolm Stewart, Tyler Bowers, Gannon Audette, Jesse Wentland. Have we seen Tonus ride Supercross? I don't think so. I think he got sick or hurt or something.
He did a couple. What
Yeah, I
happened
think
to
he
him?
did a couple towards the end of last year,
diabetes.
didn't he?
I don't remember ever seeing that guy ride.
What was his deal?
Didn't
he have that Epstein-Barr or something like that?
Yeah.
I thought they were always chasing his blood sugar or something at the. It was just weird. He was like, "Oh, he's sick," or he's out this week again.
Yep. Who else do we got? Well, I'm trying to think of. I don't know any big name guys. There's that Alex Frey. I think this is his rookie year. Henry Miller's gonna be there. We talked about Jackson, Logan. Then there's just a bunch of random guys I've never heard of before. So I was a little
fresh crop.
I was a little confused when I was on the AMA site. They got like the pre-entry list, so there was 52 guys signed in, and then there was one guy that was a provisional. So I guess I don't know how there's a provisional for the sign up. So maybe they signed up and he hasn't got his Supercross or Arena Cross points. I have no idea, because I thought maybe 52 was the cutoff, but I mean round one they had like 69 or some odd entries, so I don't know. So if anyone knows.
I want to get you guys in the loop on this real quick while I got it here.
All right, let's go.
So Qatar is on Saturday. The next two are on Sunday. The next one is on Monday. I don't know. I don't get that. And then there's one more on Saturday in the Americas at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Just FYI, the final round is in America at Charlotte Motor Speedway, which does not have a motocross track, I don't believe.
It's basically going to be Supercross.
Oh no, I take that back. The final one is Glen Helen again on September 11th. I screwed up. So yeah, the
Okay.
second to last one
that's-
is going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
On September 11th, huh?
Yep, at Glen Helen. Pretty rad schedule. Why am that's so strange? Why a Monday race? Is that some kind of holiday over there? I wonder. March 28th. 8th.
Depends on where it is.
It's in Valkenswaard, which is
Oh, that place.
in the
I've
Netherlands.
ridden there.
It's okay.
I think it's in the
In the
Netherlands.
nether regions?
Whoa. Whoa.
Wow. Where's
So-
Malaysia at? Is that by China?
Been to Iowa
I
once.
think so.
You been to Iowa once? I don't understand why they wouldn't have the Mexico round like closer to the American rounds. So at least you're in the same damn continent for a while.
It's hot. Maybe it's hot in Mexico.
They want to
See?
make sure they get those shipping companies their cut.
They should have a frickin' African round. I don't even know what that would look like, but
I think they should have a Syrian round.
Iran. We're gonna go to Iran. Qatar's kind of close to that, isn't it?
Kinda.
Might want
Same region.
All right, so just a couple of them are on Saturdays, so that's gonna be interesting.
It's kind of weird. All right.
Oh, did you even mention that Jeremy Martin's racing east?
Yes.
Oh, I was not paying attention, obviously, but I forgot about him. He's a big, kind of a big question mark, isn't he?
Well, you know what? I was talking to Matt about this, and I don't want to sound like a jackass, but like, obviously the last few years, the opening round or two have not gone so well. So I'm just hoping he makes it. Let's just qualify for the night show. And then take her from
Yeah,
there.
but see, that's the thing. Like, what did he not qualify, and then won one at one point that first year?
Yeah.
I know he won in Vegas or whatever, and might have won another one somewhere. So he's kind of it's just a wild card. You don't know what is going to happen.
Right.
It's exciting.
Just not sure which bullfrog is going to show up. I think you guys are being incredibly harsh on him.
What? No. You
I
know
think
they're
he's
gonna
over that
talk
shit.
about
He'll
it.
be great, I think.
Yeah, hopefully, maybe come win the heat race, win the main, tell everyone to suck it, and move on to the next round. Boom. How's that?
Make sure you write "not a fluke" on your pit board and spell it wrong.
What did he do? Did he
Not-
spell it FLOOK?
No. I believe it was just FLUK, not a fluck.
I would have never. Well, I wouldn't have paid any that close of attention. That's a good observation, Jason.
I could be wrong. I could have maybe read it wrong. Maybe I wanted to see it spelled wrong, so I just imagined it that way.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly have no idea who to pick. I have no idea.
I think that Plessinger is going to be damn good, too. Just FYI.
Nope.
I sure hope the Predator does well, shuts off all of his keyboard critics.
Oh man, it would have been a
That's
great.
a lie. I really don't care.
It would have been a great race in the 450s if RV would have been racing and James Stewart would have been there. It would have been awesome. Nothing?
What was wrong with the
Why?
racing that did happen?
I don't know. Just
There was way too much competition.
I was just being a dick. That's all.
Jason, I was reading some comments today online about Roxon after that main event. You know, they interviewed him like right there at the finish, maybe not even a minute after he was done. And then someone was on there talking about how he was so out of breath compared to Dungey and blah blah blah. And Dungey's interview was like 3 minutes later, 4 minutes later, whatever. You know, like how is this person? How did they not understand that? They literally interviewed Roxon like after he got his helmet off. And
I kind of feel like that's a crock of BS that they do that.
Yeah, we talked about he didn't seem like he was that tired. Like he wasn't dying. He was just talking kind of in between breaths like you would expect. He did just run 20 minutes, basically hard as hell.
Under pressure. I mean, he was under pressure the whole race, pretty much.
What's your thoughts on... Sorry, you guys are probably picking up on my chair again, aren't you? I'll try not to move. I guess, to me, watching that, it just, to me, went from Dungey had a 26-point lead, and then, I mean, Roxon has won 2 out of the last 3, so, but, I don't know, do you think there's any, like, momentum swing there, or, to me, I just feel like Dungey's got something to lose, you know, like, yeah, he could have maybe forced it, or maybe he straight up got beat. I don't know. He could have maybe tried to run it in a little bit, but obviously he didn't win. But second, you know, is still pretty damn good. Or is it too early to think about, you know, that, well, it was 26 points, now it's 23, or I don't know.
Oh, I think
feel
he
like
was
it's
trying the whole damn time. I don't think he let up or anything.
I feel like it's way too early to call it a momentum swing, though.
Yeah, I would say that, but it's got to help. I'm sure it helps. You don't think Roxon's telling him himself that, oh, I'm sure Dungey laid up because he didn't want to risk it. He's saying, nope, Dungey tried, worked as hard as he could and couldn't pass me. That's what he's saying. And that's what he's going to believe.
I feel like Dungey put in one good effort once he got up to him. You know, tried to make something work, and then when it didn't work, I feel like he kind of laid off and was like, okay, I'm not crashing and throwing this thing away.
Right.
But, I mean, to just say Dungey didn't get a hole shot, so then he just decided, oh, screw it. I didn't see that at all. I mean, he was charging the whole time.
I did laugh. What did Ralph say? It's the only time all year someone's past Dungey, or once Dungey was in the lead, they passed him and got him back, or something to that effect. Did you guys catch that? And it was like,
Can't say I listened to him much.
It was like Dungey was in the lead for not that long, and it was pretty early. I don't know. It's just like, wow.
I honestly thought Dungey was just going to pass him and pull away. I was shocked to see Roxon come pass him back right away.
Fucking idiots.
We are. No.
We are?
No. No, the show I'm watching.
What you got?
There's a fire in the intake of a nitrous-powered drag car, and these guys are trying to blow on it like they're going to blow it out, when it's pretty obvious that it's about to explode in their face.
They should pour gas on it.
Put that shit on YouTube.
Just dumb. Sorry.
No, you are okay. So, I don't know. That was just what I noticed. It just... I don't know. I think I've said this last year too. Sometimes I just feel like the TV, they just pretty quick to start start stroking Roxon a little bit, but I don't know. Cause it was
like they don't stroke Dungy or anybody else for that matter. I mean, that's just what they do.
right, and I get that.
They just stroke the flavor of the day.
Yeah. So that's it.
Ralph doesn't have Bubba around, so he's got to stroke somebody.
But he'll be back in Atlanta, right?
Aye.
Well, we'll see.
Isn't that what I saw?
I saw that too.
Come on, I got the GPs. You guys got to get me some more. You got to get the dirt on the Supercross.
I'm not allowed to voice an opinion on James Stewart because my opinions are idiotic.
Idiotic?
Yes. Yep. Idiotic.
Okay.
And I forget.
Makes
There's
sense.
Racially influenced?
yeah, that would work too. Fine. Sure. And anything that involves Stewart's, I don't want to be labeled a keyboard warrior and offend anybody. So, James Stewart is the greatest Supercross racer ever. And
Okay.
And that's that. That way everyone's happy.
Sometimes you care about making people happy.
I don't know. It's not good, is it? All right. So, well, the good news is on the Talkin Moto Fantasy Supercross, I did get everyone's picks in. Ran into a slight hiccup when you submitted your picks. Now, I did a little test run and everything was working. And then, as usual, Saturday, it kind of had a little fluke. So normally what should happen, you submit your picks and it'll bring you up to another window that has your info and you can see the picks that you had made. And then it's not really an email anymore. It kind of goes as a feedback type of thing on the website. So on Saturday, everyone was submitting their picks, and instead of it bringing you up to that screen, it just brought in a white screen. So, but all the picks did come through, so I'll figure out what the heck's going on with that. But, yeah, got all the picks. I tried to email everyone or send you a message on Facebook telling you to get your picks in on time. Some people did not get their picks in on time, so you gotta have them in. If you're watching the races live and you don't have your picks in, it's too late. So if you send them in a half hour later, they're not gonna get counted. Sorry. So
Don't apologize. Rules are rules.
I don't know. That's what I thought too. I'm like, maybe I could let them go. I'm like, no. I'm like, it's too late.
Let one go, you gotta let them all go.
Yeah. So.
Rules are rules. If you can't play by them, tough shit.
So there you go. Obviously this weekend or Atlanta, that's an hour early. So is it 6:30? Gotta check. I'll get it posted up when they need to be in by. So just make sure you get your picks in on time. I guess the best thing is just keep track on the Facebook page. I try to post everything on there as to when the picks need to be in by. And then if I'm in front of my computer, I'll just take the link down. But I'm not always in front of my computer. So, but you can certainly submit them even after they start. They just won't count. And then we kind of talked about it last week. So with the mishap for round 6, we're just going to scratch it. So no points for everybody.
I was pleasantly surprised to see where I'm at in the points.
Dude,
I feel like I must have did decent on last week.
Except for the fact that last week got scratched.
Oh, this last week.
No, 2 days ago.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you got 47 in both of them this last week.
It doesn't sound like much.
No, we got first and second.
Oh.
I shouldn't really talk too much because I know we had one guy get 4 out of the 5, but
I
I
didn't
know.
get first and second in both of them.
Huh?
Did I get first and second in both of them?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even know what I submitted for picks apparently.
You had Roxon, Dungy, Muskin, Reed, and Anderson.
Oh shit, I thought I picked Denji to win on RM. And that's why he didn't.
And then you actually weren't, well, for 250s, you had Webb, Craig, Savachi, Oldenburg, and Amart. So, I mean, for 250s, I mean, I don't know. I don't think you could have picked Savachi having, what happened. I think if he doesn't go down, I don't know. I still would have picked Webb to win. I think I had Savachi second, Craig third. And then it was a toss-up because Nichols has been doing good. So it was like either Oldenburg or Nichols for fifth for me, and I was like, I'm gonna go with Nichols. He's been doing a little bit better, which he did do a little bit better. He just got fourth, and Oldenburg was fifth. So, Savachi kind of screwed things up a little bit. It turned out all
What's
right.
this Nichols dude getting right up in there, screwing things up too for everyone?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Let's see. So we kind of talked about the 250 East, so that's this weekend. I really don't know who's gonna win. Let's hope Jeremy Martin wins. Anything else on 250 East?
Yep, J-Mart's going to come out and shut everybody up.
Maybe we can have him put Keyboard Warrior on the back of his pants. No?
Doubtful.
Worth a try. Jason, what was this? You added a few things to that list for District 23 and local stuff. Do you recall what that was? Or
no.
Some track opening up? Something?
Oh, yeah, some of the Missouri tracks open this weekend. I look at that as a good sign. That means we're getting close.
I don't know what it was like up there.
That also means I'm way behind the ball.
I know on Saturday we were out, doing fun stuff like picking up dog poop in the backyard. But man, it felt like spring out there.
Sunday was even better. If around here,
I wasn't out much on Saturday. Sunday I was outside pretty much all day. I was out in the garage and I left the door open and it was nice.
Sunday was absolutely beautiful here. I don't know what it was, but it had to be almost 50. Or just maybe where I'm at, honestly, there wasn't much wind.
I don't think it was over 40 actually, but I mean, for a while I actually just about took my sweatshirt off. I was starting to perspire a little bit, working up a little bit of a lather.
Sweet. So what's the status on that rig?
What rig?
The race rig. She's in a few pieces yet?
My bike?
Yeah.
It's in a million pieces.
I think last I saw was the photo of... Well, no, I saw one. You just posted one the other day. It was like the frame sitting next to the 450 there.
Right now it's a frame strapped to a stand. That's what it is. That's my bike.
Does it go fast then?
It's extremely light.
In your mind? You're imagining riding it?
I really can't even imagine riding it. Doesn't even have handlebars on it. I don't know how you would ride it.
That's gonna be need to be careful. if you're going to be doing that.
Mine
one
may
day.
be stuck to my frame as much time as it's spent sitting on top of it. So
Could be.
they could have just welded themselves together.
Became one.
It's just pathetic. Someday I'll maybe look at that thing.
I spent all day Saturday with my slosh tub in my basement full of soapy water just washing parts.
But it's going to be sweet when it's all done.
I wish laying flooring was just like riding dirt bikes.
Be a lot more fun.
Yep. Then I'd be good to go. You know what? It's equally as taxing on the body because I feel like I went riding over the weekend. And that's the sound of an out-of-shape fat guy complaining.
Fatty.
Nah.
Ugh, speaking of fatty, I gotta thin down by tomorrow. I gotta fit into some dress pants. Without looking like a fat guy.
I gotta thin down by tomorrow.
I'm gonna go sit in the
You better
sweat
mix
box
up
for
some of
12
that
hours.
juice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the colonoscopy cleanse thing.
Put your concoction together.
Blast
That'll lose
through.
you some weight.
Yeah.
You better do it quick, though. You're not going to have time.
I know, I got like 12, 14 hours to get there. To get down to my fighting weight.
Yeah, boy. Let's see what else we got. I seen you posted to Midway. Got the new website. Did they ever have a website prior to this? I don't think so. So
They really didn't.
MidwayMXPark.com. So I'm gonna be running a few races. Now that's just.
I had to get a hold of Jeff today and find out because I thought I saw it yesterday on one of the social medias. So then today I was looking for it, and I even Googled Midway MX Park and it didn't come up. So I was like, "What the hell is your website?" She told me, I'm like, must be getting a lot of traffic if Google can't even find it.
Oh, yeah, it's there. I was on it this afternoon.
I found it.
Posted it.
They're working on it.
Oh,
There's a new lesser at Midway Motocross Park.
Lesser.
Is that how you spell leaser? I don't think so.
OESSOR, yeah.
So yeah, so I have to check that out. So, yeah, some new people running it, doing a few races. So yeah, check that out. MidwayMXPark.com. Boom.
Ooh.
And that's it. That's all I got, except for my little email. Which I don't know.
Oh boy,
if you want to talk about it.
here it comes.
Let's do it.
This is also the last week to get your district info in so you can keep your number.
I never got a thing in the mail from them, I don't think.
You lie.
I wonder if they got my new address.
You probably went to your old house.
Oh, my wife probably got it and threw it away.
Oh, your wife hid it from you.
Said you're not doing this shit this year. She would never do something like that. She's too awesome.
She's
she
too
would.
Okay, well, this all stems from when I ran into a little issue with the fantasy picks last week. So I feel kind of like an ass because we had a few people ask about sponsoring the show that I missed, and they're like a year old. So
how did this happen? How did you stumble upon these? What, you just got your email? You checked your email for the first time?
No, okay, so...
Do you have the same server as Hillary Clinton by any chance?
Someone hacked my shit. No, okay, so apparently what happened is I must have set up like an email, And not okay, so like right now, the best way to get a hold of the show is talkinmoto@gmail.com, right? And you can set it up where when people hit submit, like how you used to submit your picks for the Supercross, you would hit submit, it would send an email to talkinmoto@gmail.com. Well, I must have at some point before I set up that email that you could just, I use like a contact form on the website, and it would send a message to the feedback on the website. So I would see that kind of on the back end of things. Does that make sense? It wasn't an actual email like coming to talkimoto@gmail.com. You following? Maybe?
Sure.
So
Keep
it's just
going.
kind of coming
Maybe I'll
in.
catch up.
It's just coming in on the back end. So there's a feedback section. So like if you were to comment on a post or a blog or something like that, and I had it set up, that's where all that stuff would come in. So yeah, there's just there's just a few that I just never saw before until I started trying to figure out this pick thing, and then lo and behold, they started coming in. So I'm going through there, and I'm kind of, I'm pissed off. Like, I can't figure out why this email is not working, blah, 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 blah. So I come across this one email. Jason, do you know what I'm going to say or talk about? Did you guys read this message? I sent it to you last week, but let's leave. I'll shorten it up a little bit, but the guy says that we're stomping on his grounds a little bit, and the name of our podcast is similar to his podcast, and I don't know. Since like the email or message is over a year old, I'm like really not going to respond to it. But like if I were to have gotten this like last week when I ran into all the issues with the fantasy picks, I would have probably sent this guy a very hateful message. But yeah, so I don't know. Talkin Moto.
Such a keyboard warrior, Scott.
I know. Talkin Moto will not be doing any rebranding, and yeah, that's great that you cover some other stuff that we don't cover, and I'm sorry if it's too close for comfort for you. That is all.
No, you're not.
No, not really. I really could give.
You should have replied back to him and see if he wanted to sponsor the show.
Yeah. What you should do is see if they're still around or not.
Oh, they're still around. I was like, who in the hell is this? And then
Did you give him a listen?
I call their show.
I did for a little bit. I'm like, nah. Like, I'm out of here. So, I won't say who it is, but
it rhymes with Talkin Moto. It's actually Rockin' Moto.
I think it's actually Moto Talkin.
Oh, man.
Yeah, a little MTP instead of TMP. Moto Talkin Podcast.
Moto Talkin Podcast. Not to be confused with Talkin Moto Podcast.
I like Talkin Moto. I think it I don't know. I think it sounds nice. Rolls off the tongue nice. I like it.
I still hate it, but
damn it, Jeff. Go with it.
At least there's no question about what we do.
Yeah.
At least it's not
what do you guys
ambiguous
talk about?
like some shows. Is this an orange juice show? Is this a show about the stuff that no one likes in orange juice?
You guys talking about orange juice mixes? What's a pulp mix?
I don't know if we could have.
You think anyone ever emails them and said, "Hey, you misspelled mix"?
I'd like to buy a
Pretty sure there's an
vowel.
I in there.
Could you imagine trying to think of a name that would cover all the random stuff we talk about?
Let's see, Talkin, Moto, DIY.
Just be talking ish.
Hockey.
Yeah. Just call it talk shit.
No, that would probably be copyright infringement on that Chinese restaurant that's in Lakeville. Talk-shing. Too close.
Dude, that shit's good.
Yeah, I know it's good.
It's a lot
Our
funnier.
podcast can't be
Call it
talk shit. Talk shit podcast.
Oh, man. But, yeah, so that was kind of funny. It actually did make me smile, so I guess you got to give him that.
I'm glad you smiled.
Yeah, that's it.
Keyboard warrior.
I know.
Have you ever went on the computer and not gotten into a fight?
No.
It's a long silence there. You had to think about it.
Oh.
Well, I had this
think so.
conversation earlier, and not to keep talking about it, but like I hate talking to James Stewart fans. They drive me absolutely crazy. Like,
We don't talk to him.
I know that's usually why. Zach, it was kind of funny because he had commented on something in, I don't know, I suppose Facebook or whatever. It popped up on mine right away. So I just commented like, "You James Stewart fanboys," or something like that. And he commented back, and I'm like, "Yeah, I just don't have the effort right now." But but I don't know. I think for the most part, I'm respectful. So I get it. I know some people say some pretty shitty things about other riders and whatnot, and I get that. But you know, when you say keyboard warriors, I think you're, to me, you're talking to everybody. It's like your fans, and I don't know. That's all I gotta say.
I hate the whole concept that because you're not as fast as them, you don't have an opinion that's valid. I think that's kind of ridiculous.
You mean you haven't won
Well,
any?
all that really means is that little fanboy that's telling you that really doesn't have a valid opinion either, because they're also not as fast as him.
It's true. So I guess that nullifies their opinion that you're not as fast, so you don't get a say. So therefore,
Exactly.
you're even.
Oh, it's just that's the comeback. That's what I hate talking to him, because you say anything, it's, well, how many titles have you won? How fast are you? I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's all you have, But it is what it is. Oh shoot.
I think getting into any kind of a battle on social media over something that really doesn't matter, well, any kind of battle in general, is just a waste of time.
Yeah, I would agree. Sometimes it's fun though.
I mean, I'm as guilty as the next person. I've done it. But that last one just took way too much out of me, and I'll never do it again.
Sometimes Amber's like, you always gotta poke the bear. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I should have a couple beers and then hop on social media.
Oh, there's a good idea.
Maybe I should do that. Get hammered and hop on Vital and start venting. Actually, you wouldn't have to vent. You could just say something, and it could be 100% fact. And then you'll get some ass clown to comment. But all right, boys.
You guys ever seen a Sweet Cafe Racer?
Yeah.
I'm so torn about what I want to get for a motorcycle. Do I want one of them, or do I want a new bike that runs good? Such a hard decision. Anything?
That's a tough one.
Ugh. When they're done up nice, oh, they're frickin' sweet.
I have no opinion because I don't ride motorcycles. I've never ridden a cafe racer, so I wouldn't be any near as good at it as you are, so my opinion doesn't matter.
Oh, well, that's true. Very true. How many road titles do you have?
None.
I
How many
did.
speeding tickets do you have?
I did win.
I'll take
None.
those. Those are valid.
I've had
Okay,
none.
you're out then. You're definitely not qualified to give me your opinion on a motorcycle.
I've
Well,
only ever had one ticket in my life, and it was for reckless driving.
That's really oh, I was gonna say I was just gonna call you out as being boring, but that's a decent ticket to get.
I'm pretty proud of that one.
If you're gonna get a ticket, you might as well get a reckless driving ticket.
Sad thing is, it was before I was 17, and I haven't had anything since.
I think I got a ticket 2 weeks into having my driver's license, and it was originally a reckless driving, and I got the guy to change it to a speeding ticket because my cousin knew the cop, and we went and found him later in the night and begged him to change it.
Nice.
My cousin's like, yeah, this is my cousin. He's in town. Can you help him out? He's like, well, I got to give him something. I already wrote the citation because I could change it. I was like, all right, I'll do that.
What do you do? Scribble it out?
I don't know how it worked back then, but yeah, it was definitely on paper. I don't know. You just scribbled it out.
I was just happy to not have to go to court for mine. I was told I was going to have to go to court no matter what. And then when I got the thing that was like, show up for this date to court, or you can pay this amount of money. I'm like, I'm paying this amount of money. The hell. Pretty sure there was no getting out of it.
proposition to have be 17 and have to go to court. Depending on where you got the ticket, if it was like in Hennepin County or something.
16 and a half. Oh, no, it was just in Farmington, but I was guilty as could be. I mean, I'm sitting on the side of the road with the cop behind me, and there's smoke rolling out of my windows. Tire smoke, that is.
Oh, I thought you were cheeched.
No.
Well, yeah. All right, boys. I'm ready for lunch.
The funny
supper.
part was it was right after school, so I was pulled over right across from the school on Denmark as everybody's leaving school.
That's always fun.
Well, then you could.
And
wave.
you get to tell that story 20 times.
I think it was more than 20.
Okay, Scott, pull the plug. Shut her down.
Whoa. Sounds good. Thanks for listening, everybody.
You know what?
Hopefully. Stop it.